Good evening, all. I'm just commenting or video posting about the recent Alex Jones and Peter Joseph interview, or if you could call it that. I don't think Alex Jones conducted an interview. Personally, he made a mockery of himself. I can say I've listened to Alex Jones for years. I've bought DVDs. I've bought some of the books he advertised. I've read a lot of stuff, and I've listened to him for quite some time. So, look, to be honest with you, I don't hate Alex Jones. I wouldn't go that far. Um, I thank him for all the information he gave me over the years, but that doesn't excuse him from the fact that what he did was wrong. Um, Obviously, he lost my respect. uh, you don't invite Peter Joseph, a guest onto your show, and try to pull stuff like that. That's something I'd expect Fox News to do. I mean, look, we need to communicate our ideas. Okay, that's a part to get through the struggle. Um, I believe we can get out of the situation that we're now in, um, but we can't without communication. And we need to make people aware of the falsehoods that plague society. All the crap that's put out there. I mean, I'll use whatever I read. I'll use the Alex Jones material, Peter Joseph stuff. I'll still put his ideas out there. And the internet, look, you too, a lot of people are to blame here. You went out there and you made a mockery of Peter. You said he was smoking crack or whatever, saying he's a part of the Illuminati, the New World Order, whatever you want to say. Is bullshit to me. I mean, as far as look, he put an idea out there, and your negative opinion doesn't mean anything. It's not solving anything. You're just a part of the spam mail, if you want to call it. You're a part of the spam of the internet. What we need are people to throw ideas back and forth, and so we can build something instead of instead of demolishing each other, and kicking all us off the same boat that we're all in. We need to bring forth our ideas. I mean, I think that Peter's system, is a good idea. It's better than what we have now. I think, look, Peter himself said it's not flawable. It's not flawless. I mean, it's there are problems with it, but it's a system. I mean, you tell me one system that was perfect to begin with. I think what he's trying to say is that, look, the necessities, uh, clean water, food, shelter, clean air, power, sewerage, all that is free. That's what he's trying to say. Needs in life are free. Wants, on the other hand, no. Of course, you're gonna have trade. We've had trade for thousands of years. It's probably gonna go on for the next 1,000 years. Probably until the day we die out, or until the sun dies out. But we're always gonna have trade. I mean, one of the problems with Peter's system is more to the fact of, okay, if say for example you've got gold or you got silver, what gives it value if you don't have a monetary system? If you abolish a monetary system, something has to give it value. I mean, for example, if you traded an ounce of gold for a table or a piece of antique furniture, how do you say who's getting ripped off? You know what I mean? Who's to say which is worth what? This is an issue with the system, of course. It's not ironed out. It's not perfect. I'm just bringing forth. If anybody has an idea about how that can be solved, I mean, post it. This is what the idea of YouTube is, I guess. Another problem with the system as such is machines are never going to run themselves. I mean, they could one day, but as artificial intelligence, AI, can be used against us. So I mean, and more to the respect of who controls it. You know what I mean? And what do they get paid, or what do they get in honor, of them controlling our system? Is it a government, or is somebody simply just maintaining the machines? What sort of government do we have if we don't have jails? And I'm not for jails either. To me, I mean, get rid of them. They're shit anyway. You're telling me killers get locked up while Bush is out there, committing genocide to a whole country. You know what I mean? Countries around the world. But you're busy with the slave labor that's going on in your jails. Look, to be honest with you, it's another flaw in the system. It's not something. It's not a flaw. It just needs to be discussed. It needs to be ironed out. Who. I mean, and anybody that steps out of line, if what are the punishments of that? You know what I mean? That's something that needs to be discussed. If they're controlling the machines, or if they're a part of our government, if you want to call it that. I mean, if we're abolishing governments, what do we have? We have to have some sort of committees. I mean, everybody's got to have some sort of say if you're going to call it a democracy. I mean, Peter might already have ideas for this, I'm not sure, but until then, I'd like to hear your idea. Anyway, send me a video or reply, do something. I'd like to hear from you soon anyway. And if you're just going to reply to some arrogant BS about how Alex Jones is cool and Peter Joseph is the Illuminati, I'm not going to stoop to your level. You can save those comments for kindergarten when you go to school tomorrow. I don't care, I'm not going to reply to you if you're going to post some of that crap. But, if you got something valuable to say, then communicate, because that's what we need to survive tomorrow and the next day. That's what's going to pull us through. Communication.